So, guys, we have some bad news for some, good news for some, but bad news for some, bad news for me, because I was pretty hyped about this. Anyways, we're back in February where the internet literally exploded with the Wall Street Journal, which is a pretty reliable source, except for this. They reported that Netflix and Nintendo were in cahoots. They were in a partnership to make a Legend of Zelda Netflix TV show. That it will be Game of Thrones, but for all ages. And I was hyped for that, man. I was like, oh man, if they pull this off right, it'll be awesome. Will they use new Zelda lore? Would the lore be incorporated with the games? Will it be a rendition of each game? Will each season be about each game? I was hyped for it. As a Zelda fan, I was super hyped. Up until this morning, where in Time magazine, Satoru Iwata had an interview about the supposed Netflix Zelda series and had this to say, and I quote, "As of now, I have nothing new to share with you in regards to the use of our IPs for any TV shows or films, but I can at least say that the article in question is not based on correct information." So Kotaku is the one who broke this out, and that's the source of my shit. But so apparently, according to Satoru Iwata, it's not happening. There's nothing happening when it comes to a Zelda TV show. However, Kotaku did bring up an interesting anecdote afterwards, saying that Nintendo tends to go back on their word, or Nintendo tends to try and cover things up with like falsified information, because when they were pressed about a Nintendo 3DS XL, they said, "Hey, it's not happening. We're good with the regular 3DS." And a couple months afterwards, the 3DS XL was released. So, and as I said before, Nintendo are ninjas. So I think part of me wants to say that they're trying to cover this up for a big reveal, maybe E3, maybe next year's E3. I'm not sure. Maybe like this was something that got out. This was a leak that got out from Nintendo or Netflix, and Nintendo's trying to cover it up. But at the same time, when Nintendo says something, I tend to go along with it, because say, hey, if this is not happening, it's not happening. But Nintendo's track record is a bit sketchy at best. So when it comes to news like this, I am still a little bit hopeful, because Nintendo did go out and talk about this. If it was not true or true, Nintendo will kind of like ease back or whatever, but Nintendo went out on Time magazine. And when it comes to Time magazine, that's pretty damn serious. So for the most part, I think they're legit when saying that there's not a Legend of Zelda Netflix series coming out, which is a bad thing for me because I loved it. But it's a good thing for a lot of people, because a lot of people were dreading this. Like, oh, they're gonna mess up Zelda, they're gonna tarnish the name, it's just gonna be like the cartoons, it's just gonna be like Philips CDI. But I wanna know what you guys think in the comment section below. I delivered the news to you, the sour news for me. What do you think? Do you think the non-happening or the supposed non-truth of this Netflix Zelda series, is this a good thing or is it a bad thing? Were you looking forward to a Netflix show, or were you dreading it? Are you glad it's not happening, or are you sad that it's not happening? Leave it in the comment section below, all you Zelda fanatics. And until the next Zelda video, I've been HMK, and I'll chat you guys later. Keep posted by Twitter and Facebook. Like Facebook, follow on Twitter for all the Zelda news and all the things about HMK. Forgot to insert that, but yeah.